Welcome to Rock Solid Productions, where in this video we are going to open up our very first box from the folks at Retro Game Treasures. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Gary from Rock Solid Productions here, and before we dive into today's video, I just want to take a second and say thank you for checking out what we have going on here on the channel. I really do appreciate it. If you like what you see here, I invite you to check out some of the other videos that we have here on the channel, including pickups, unboxings, reviews, tutorials, how-tos, and a whole lot more. And if you really like what you see here, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and that bell notification. And what I want to know from you here today, we've got Star Fox 64 playing behind me. Pretty much a reimagining of the original game. The original game is also fantastic. Did you like Star Fox 2 if you had a chance to play it either through the Switch Online Store or on the Super NES Classic Edition? I'll admit, I didn't care for it. I didn't think it was that good of a game, and I'm glad I never wasted my money on it back in the day. So over the last 6 or 7 months, I have been subscribed to another monthly video game blind draw service out there, and through just things going on, I decided to cancel that service and take a chance with another one. And this one here is from the folks at RetroGameTreasures.com, and you can already see they've nailed the aesthetic on the packaging. This looks like a treasure chest right out of The Legend of Zelda. Terrific looking here. Now, some of the differences with the way that they run their program versus some other services out there is it's essentially a flat fee, $34.99 a month, and if you sign on for a longer term, they do give you a price break. But you get anywhere from 3 to 5 games per month, completely random. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this, we're going to throw it on the bench, we're going to see what we got, and if there are cartridges in here, sounds like it's packed pretty tightly, we're going to check and see the condition of those cartridges, see if they need to be cleaned up, see how they look. Let's get started. Alright, so here we have the box and stuff. I do want to just take a second and show it off because they did a damn good job on this. This thing just looks really, really neat. Not going to show you the bottom because my address is on there. There is just a seal or a tape seal on the bottom here. So we are going to dive into it. And let's see, here are a few tips. Post your treasure picks and earn extra entries into our boss chest giveaway. We guarantee your games will arrive working. Just email us if you have any issues. Stay retro, Buck the Mega Buck, games at RetroGameTreasure.com. And I will tell you, I have emailed them several times. They've got the communication thing nailed down, so good on them for that. And again, the RetroGameTreasure.com logo on the face of it. So let's dive in here. What is this? This looks like, is this, no, it can't be Famicom because it says Sega on it. Super Masters, it's a golf game, Sega 1989. This would be a Japanese Mega Drive game. Very neat there. Very cool. All right. And we have a sealed copy of Borderlands 2, The Greatest Hits. I have to admit, I've never played a single Borderlands game, so is this any good? Is it not? I mean, but it's sealed, so that's halfway decent. And looks like we only got 3 this month. And I'm good with this game. This is F1 Career Challenge. I think I had this back in the day. I am a huge F1 fan. In fact, so back, the car up front here, that's Michael Schumacher. Back behind him, that is my favorite F1 driver, possibly of all time. I liked Nigel Mansell. I'm not going to lie about that. And I respected what Schumacher did. But that's Jacques Villeneuve and his BAR Honda, which I actually have a BAR Honda RC F1 car painted up as well. And of course we have JPM, Juan Pablo Montoya on the cover. You know, overall the game itself looks like it's in decent shape. It's got the manual in there too, and this is, check that out, EA cheat codes, hints, that's pretty cool. Let's check out the disc. Some scratches on it, so that's a bit surprising to see, quite honestly. Now, here's my concern. So looking at these 3 games, and we'll dive into the Mega Drive game in a second, see how clean it is and everything. This is nowhere near the value of what I paid for my subscription. So shipped and everything, it's $42 roughly. It might be $42.99, but $42 a month. Having looked it up, this game is worth less than $2. These two, even this one being sealed, are worth about $18 total combined between the two of them, about $8 to $9 for each one. So I've got about $18 to $21 worth of value here that I paid twice as much for. That's disappointing. All right, but we are going to dive into the Mega Drive game. Now to get in here, this is actually Phillips screws. It's not a security bit. Interesting to note, so I got to grab a Phillips blade screwdriver. So one of the good things about the fact that we got two disc-based games and this one is we only have one game to clean this month. Really shocked that those are just Phillips screws. I mean, I figured you'd have security bits on there. Now with this game, because the label comes up over the spine, I'm just going to open it up. I'm not even going to fold it all the way out. Those pins show some signs of wear and tear, but quite honestly, they are pretty clean. I think quite honestly, all I'm going to need to do, just my 1-up cleaning solution, and now I could use either the mini or the standard size cards. For like N64 games, the mini is like ideal along with Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance games. For this one here, I mean, you can see how many times that this card has been used. And I have no idea if this would have played out of the box as it was or not. Just as a rule of thumb, I clean all of my games before I even put them in a system. And then take the dry side and just buff it out. A little bit of crud off of there, so there must have been something on there. And you want to make sure that you're not touching the pins, because you'll get oils and dirt and grease from your fingertips on the pins that you just cleaned off of there, and you're kind of negating what you're doing. And we will go ahead and pop this back in. We'll put the screws in a minute. Now, one thing to note on this, it will not fit into a US Genesis. You either need to pop it out of the cartridge shell and put it directly into your system. You can try using like a Game Genie to sit this on, but this will not fit in a US Genesis out of the box. Just a heads up. Pretty quick one this month. Let's wrap it up. So there you have our first month's unboxing from Retro Gaming Treasures. What do I think? Well, it's not what I paid for. And I've talked to Buck at Retro Game Treasures, and again, super cool guy to talk to thus far, at least. Very understanding. We've had really good dialogues back and forth. I explained to him, hey, this is what I got. Should I not expect a one-for-one expenditure versus, like, am I paying for the excitement of don't know what you're gonna get? Because if that's the expectation, then let me know and I will adjust my expectations. It says right on the website that you should get $35 a month in retro video games. I think we can all agree this is not $35 worth of retro video games. And I'm not slamming them. Please, please, please do not go and harass them or anything like that. I've talked to them and we had a good understanding, I think. Now, I am going to give them another month to see what happens. If this is what happens again next month, I'm going to call it quits and I'll try something else. But it's one of those things, they are a family-run business. I want them to be successful. I want them to make a buck, no pun intended here, Buck, to be able to go out and buy more games. And I'm not looking for things like Mighty Final Fight, Metal Storm, and I'm not looking for things like that in the boxes here. But again, with two games worth about $7 to $9 roughly, and then one game worth about $1 or $2, that's kind of where I take a little bit of issue with this. But let me know what you think down below in the comments. Is this a box that you would have been excited to get, or you would have been a little bit disappointed to get? Now, I will say for me, even though it's only worth $1 or $2, the Super Masters game, this is the first Japanese Mega Drive game I own. So it's kind of cool to have that. I do dig that. I like that quite a bit. But Borderlands 2, and they have no real way of knowing that. I never played anything in the series. You can kind of set your parameters as far as the types of games and the genres you're looking for, like the fact that I don't want an RPG, ever. I don't want a JRPG, ever. And guess what? There's no JRPGs in here. There's no RPGs. Yes! But you can also go ahead and update your library too, and I will be going through and updating my library with what I've gotten here and some other games that I've recently picked up too. F1 Career Challenge, I am actually looking forward to playing this again. I loved this game back in the day. This is when F1 cars sounded like F1 cars, not the turbocharged V8 3 or 2.4 liter that they have now. These things sound terrible. This is back when you could have more than one guy actually compete for a win. Lewis Hamilton has ruined F1 for me. Anyways, these are just my opinions. Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. If you do have any other comments or questions, as always, feel free to email me at rocksolidmail@gmail.com. You can send me a message over on Twitter at RockSolidStudios. You can visit us over on Facebook at facebook.com/RockSolidProductions, and we are on Instagram at instagram.com/RockSolidProductionsGK. Now, some of the cleaning tools that you saw me use here today, such as the 1-Up cleaning cards, head on over to CastlemaniaGames.com. You can get those right over there. He's got the cartridge cleaners, he's got the system cleaners, he's got the juice. Don't wheeze the juice.
No wheezing the juice. Wheeze the juice. No wheezing the juice. No wheezing the juice.
And pretty much the whole line of 1-Up cleaners over there on the site. The cool thing too is you earn reward points every time you order from CastlemaniaGames.com. He calls it Castle Cash. It's his rewards program. And if you use promo code RockSolid10, you can save 10% off of most items on the website too. Now, if you do want to help support the future of Rock Solid Productions so we can do fun things like try out retro gaming treasures, try out other subscription services, get new lights, get new microphones, get new lenses for the cameras, things along those lines, you can do so in a couple of different ways. The easiest way for you to go ahead and support the channel, give this video a thumb up and go ahead and share it. That's the easiest way, and it's completely free. You can also go ahead and contribute financially if you'd like to as well. First and foremost, head on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/rocksolid. For as little as $1 a month, $12 a year, you get early access to all of our content, exclusive content, and more. You can also become a channel member here on YouTube as well. That starts at $1.99 a month, and you get fun emojis and little widgets next to your name and whatnot to signify you as a channel member. And you get all the other same benefits too. You can also go ahead, head on over to our Teespring store on screen right now, where we have t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and a whole lot more. And it is sweatshirt season right now here towards the end of October 2020. This is just one of the offerings that we have available in our Teespring store. It's actually really soft and comfortable. I like this sweatshirt a lot. And we've got them available in different colors and whatnot too. Make sure you check them out. And then finally, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you like what you see here, if you want to see more, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and that bell notification. That way you are kept up to date with everything that we do have going on here with the channel. Again, Buck and the team over at Retro Gaming Treasures, I do appreciate the dialogues that we've had. Hopefully our box that we get in November is better than what we get here in October. And that is one of the things too that is a little bit different, is these you will get the boxes towards the end of the month versus towards the beginning of the month with other services that are out there. I am Gary, and this has been Rock Solid Productions and our look at our first box that we got from Retro Gaming Treasures. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.